Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. We just wanted to give you a little update and have a somewhat quick little chat. So I just wanted to let you know that I found the lawsuit of Jane Clift. Janeclift. And it's a PDF format. And I posted the link in both the description and the comments section of the original video, Gang Stalking of Jane Clift, targeted and flagged with a fake dossier. So I posted the link to the lawsuit there. It's a PDF format. And it's called, let me just get it up here. There's an approved judgment here. And it was, they have the issue. It's a Human Rights Act violation of 1998. Affected a local authority's defense and qualified privilege in defamation cases. Provides the fact Jane Clift brought a libel claim against the Slough Borough Council and Mr. Patrick Kelleher, the council's head of public protection, arising out of the publication of the council's Violent Persons Register, which named Ms. Clift as a person who posed a medium risk of violence following an incident described as, quote, threatening behavior on several occasions, unquote. Her name came to be placed on the register in these unfortunate circumstances. So then it goes on to disclose exactly what we discussed in the last two videos about her viewing a drunkard trampling flowers on a public park. Okay, I'm not going to reiterate all of that, but this is a copy of the lawsuit. It's 21 pages long. The PDF is in the description section and in the comments section, so you can go view the whole thing yourself. I think it's very interesting. I haven't read through it in its entirety, but I have been saying this for years, that we all have a libel defamation case. Every targeted person. If we can collect the evidence, and even if you don't have it, we can provide evidence enough of how we are blacklisted. And in some ways, they just give it away. They just give it away. The police give it away by not taking our reports, by giving us blank incident reports. Is there any more evidence than that? But anyway, I wanted to follow up also on what happened on the county road today with the vandalism of the property. Okay, so first, I received a comment from a man named Wilbur. I don't know if he's a real person. He created an account today so that he could respond to those photos. He says, he claims it's the state's right-of-way. It's not yours. It's not your property. There's no damage there. And then he goes on to say, and here comes the perp behavior. Stupid perp tricks. Here it comes. You're not that important anyway. Right? You're not important. I'm not that important. That is the classic perpetrator, gang stalker line. One of many. You're not that important. Well, guess what, Mr. Wilbur? Aside from the fact that I reported you for making false statements, that you created a new account just to create those statements on my account, you are not only reported to YouTube, but you are now blocked from my channel, just the way Mr. McKee was blocked also. I have zero tolerance for perpy derpy doopy doos. Okay? So, let's get the story straight here. I happen to own property on both sides of the county road. A zillion years ago, the county wanted a road to go from one direction to the other. The only way it could do that is by breaking through two properties. Mine, which is now mine, it wasn't mine then, and my next door neighbor, the criminal perpetrators. You know, the ones that tore down my gate, threatened my worker, posted no trespassing signs on my property. You know, the woman who fell in the ditch and ended up in the county jail. Those people. Their property also is cut through. And for multiple reasons. One, they needed a road to get from one place to the other. But we also have a county creek. And the county creek doesn't go just, you know, in a straight line. It meanders. So as a result, the county, and this happens in many places. It happened actually in New Jersey, where they needed to widen the road. They needed to widen Craig Road, and they needed to overstep some property of the backyards of people who live there. Another story for another day. But this happens. I mean, it happens all the time. It's actually on the deed. It's called an easement. Okay? And it's an easement from the center of the county road approximately 15 feet out. It is called an easement. The county is required, as a condition of the easement, to care for the grounds from 15 feet to the center out. Okay? That is their responsibility. So that means part of my driveway, that is actually my driveway, that I actually have to shovel, that I actually have to take care of because it is my driveway. And I've got my property marker on my driveway, right? And it also involves a culvert, a small culvert where the water flows. Now I can count on half of my two fingers how often the county cleans that portion of the property, picks up the leaves, cuts, unclogs the culvert. I can literally count it on two fingers since I'm living here. I'm the one that cleans it. In fact, it was my criminal neighbor that called the fire department because we were burning leaves there. There was so many leaves, it was clogging the culvert, preventing the water from going through. So my nosy neighbor calls the fire department because we were burning some leaves there to clear the drainage there. So it's actually my responsibility, or it has become my responsibility, because it needs to be cleaned more than once every year or every 2 years. Okay, it needs to be cleaned often. In fact, I pick up fallen branches there almost daily. Some of those branches have fallen because they're being pulled off by the criminals. But nevertheless, it is I that cuts the grass there. It is I that cleans up all the debris thrown on the property there. It is I that picks up all the fallen branches. So get your story straight, Mr. Wilbur. Okay? Mr. Wilbur? Who's blocked now? It is called an easement. It allows the county the right to build a road. And it allows the county to build a road. But the condition is that the county needs to repair the road. It needs to clean, fix, repair, unclog everything there. That doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Okay? So I'm the one that does it because I like my property to look nice. I'm very particular about my property being clean, which is why the criminals come on and damage it so much. And yeah, you know what? I am really important. Do you want to know why I'm so important? Because it's people like you that are profiting off of people like me. That's right. You're getting the town, the county is bringing in bucks to target innocent people like me. Asset strip, steal, vandalize my property with an attempt to steal it, like my stupid neighbors tried to do. So yeah, it's a secret, Wilbur. Oh, I know, it's a big secret, Wilbur. But anyway, it's story time. This is Manalapan, New Jersey's story time. And I'm sometimes a circular storyteller, okay? So please bear with me. I lived at 52 Sutton Drive, Manalapan. When you exited out my house, I had to make a left turn and then a right turn onto Craig Road. Craig Road was a major, small, cut-through road. And of course, everybody that lived there had to give up part of their backyards when they expanded that road. So anyway, I would make a right turn onto Craig Road and then turn left to go to the post office or whatever. That was called Tennant Road, T-E-N-N-A-N-T. Now, actually, before I would get to the criminals at the Manalapan Police Department, I would have to pass the Manalapan High School. Okay? So now, depending on the time of the day that I would leave my house, I would try my hardest to do all of my errands before the high school got out. You can ask a question, why? Why would you wait? Like, why would you do all of your errands and stuff around the time that the high school lets out? Good question. Because in New Jersey, you're not allowed to walk to and from school. Not even the high school. Not even if you live down the block, you need to get written permission to walk from your house or have a parent pick you up. Everybody got bused. And they would change these schedules. My poor daughter sometimes would be stuck on the bus and she would be, like all the kids on my block, which was down the block from the high school, would get dropped off last. Okay, and that would happen sometimes. So, okay, the point is this. We had 47,000 people in Manalapan. And although, you know, the drivers are not that good, the roads are really good. And we had a ton of traffic. And the traffic when school let out was just incredible. I would sometimes get stuck in the traffic for 20 minutes in what should have been like a 4-minute drive. And I would get stuck at the entrance of the high school waiting for the buses to exit. And those buses don't stop. It's one bus after the next, after the next, after the next, after the next. And you could wait there literally until the last bus has exited the parking lot. The point of the story is, we all know this. We know that the buses have, they have to get out of the school. So you're going to schedule your time around the buses. But what we would do is we would wait for the buses, right? We're required by law to drive a certain number of feet behind a school bus. If the school bus was stopping, we're required to stop. We can't like go around the school bus, right? It's harmful, you know. Kids could get into it. They can get into an accident. So today, and please forgive me here, I'm not exactly sure how it works around here. So it turns out that the tree service was hired by the electric company to cut the branches that were interfering with the electrical wires. I was mistaken to think that it was our city's road crew. So I actually apologized to the judge because I did not know who hired the tree service. Okay, so I called the tree service I call the electric company. I speak to a really nice person. I speak to a supervisor. Very concerned. He drove over here. It took him 40 minutes because he was in another location. And he brought with him the tree service. Two really nice guys. I showed to them what happened. And this was the foreman who asked the driver what happened. So this is the deal, guys. So, on the asphalt was the bucket truck tree trimmers. And they were trimming all the trees and the branches around the wires. They were there a long time. And coming from another direction was a school bus. The school bus driver was extremely impatient and actually was angry, got angry that they couldn't pass readily. So the people that were working on the branches and the driver got back into the truck, and they were going to move the truck so that the school bus could pass. School bus was not patient. The school bus driver was really pissed off. So it was the school bus that risked the lives of those kiddos and did those tire track marks. That's right, it was the school bus. But nevertheless, even after explaining to me, the foreman explaining to me what happened, he agreed to repair all the damage. The electric company supervisor was there. The foreman of the tree service was there. They brought straw. They reseeded it. They picked up all the branches and stuff, and they did a really nice job. And I'm not sure if they're going to come back, and there was some damage to the asphalt on my driveway. And it's mostly because we had so much rain, but it's also because the criminals are always performing U-turns there and have weakened it. Weakened the asphalt so that it was soaking wet, too. And a truck that was that heavy could have easily torn it up more, which it did do. Okay, so that is the story. An impatient school bus did that damage. But even though the impatient school bus did the damage, the foreman of the tree service was a really upstanding guy, along with the electric company, and they fixed it immediately. All fixed, all repaired. Very nice guys. And it turns out, I don't know if I should tell you this, it turns out that somebody stole some equipment from that tree service. And only the targeted people are going to get what I'm going to tell you. They stole a piece of equipment. They were able to locate a key that was hidden. I can't tell you where it was hidden. Locate a key that was hidden, drove the equipment into the woods, and left it there. Then returned the key to the equipment, but stole the thing. That's all I'm going to say. It's the thing that the key was hidden in. Which now, for a targeted person, if I told you what it was, you would shake your head. It's like, yep, another psychological operation, because, to go and tell the sheriff's department that this is what happens, how bizarre is that? Steal a piece of an equipment, run it into the woods, place the key back, and steal the little thing, I can't tell you what it is, that they stole, that the key was in. Totally bizarre. Fortunately, they were able to recover it, repair it, and it's almost back to working condition. Now this, to me, this is a hate crime. If somebody wanted the equipment, they would have stolen it, right? This was deliberately against this tree service. Really nice, nice people. Very nice. So anyway, that is what happened today. So Wilbur, you need to understand what an easement is. And that regardless, actually, it is part of my property. It's on the deed as an easement because it cuts through my property that's on both sides of the county road. Both sides. So please understand. Oh, and by the way, Wilbur said, and this is how he created an account today, he starts out by saying, I know the area you're referring to. So it's somebody who lives nearby. Somebody who lives around here. And states that. So regardless, Wilbur, I guarantee if this were your property, or if that damage were done to your property easement, you might have been a little pissed off, right? Would you have been a little pissed off, Wilbur? Anyway, Wilbur can't respond because he's banned from the channel. But I also wanted to say, and I didn't remember to say it the second time I did the recording, is that the new subscriber that donated the gift card is from New Zealand. Okay? From New Zealand. So we've got targeted people in New Zealand, folks. So anyway, I just wanted to give you that heads up. And I'm going to get back to running my errands here. The sun is finally shining today. And I need to get like a little bit of sunshine in. I've been just running errands back and forth. I'm walking from building to building, cleaning 2 chicken coops, vacuuming the cat's building, loading up their cat food, you know, emptying one bag into a big container. For people that have pets and farm animals and stuff, you get what I'm referring to. And also, the cat that was either became lost, and he's still here. And he's really nice cat. I've named him Speedy. I've named him Speedy because if I call him, he just comes charging. He runs like really fast. So I've named him Speedy. And he appears to be living here, and he's got some huge appetite. And he is a big, big boy. Very big. Unfortunately, he's been neutered. So I'm real happy about that. But anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. Please hit the thumbs up. Helps combat the cyber stalkers who are obviously stalking my channel. And yeah, so let me just show you this before I sign off. And this, it's a secret. It's a big secret. And yes, these are the people. Immature, dumb, psyop, sneaky. They're Satan's soldiers. Signing off for now.